All right. Okay, I think we got this going. Stay. My pajama pants. Still in my pajama pants because it's cold. Where did I put? Well, shit. I hate when I move stuff. All right, let's cleanse this energy. Only good energies. We need Sagittarius. What's the last one? We need to clear it from my cappies. There we go. This is a little one. It's so weird because these little Palo Santo sticks are just a little bit little. All right, we're clearing the energy. We don't hold on to negative. We don't hold on to any of that. All right. It smells so good. I love Palo Santo. Over my cards. Give us some good, clean energy for Capricorn. Set you up there. Sorry, guys. Okay. Where's my other card? Right there. I talk to myself a lot, apparently. See, I cleared the energy and I got rid of the haters for now. Oh, they came back quick though. Welcome. Good morning. This one is, oh, let me mark it down so I stay in order. This is my Capricorns for February. I'll have to try and be a little bit quicker on this one, only because I have to get my daughter at 1:30, so we have 1 hour. Cody, welcome. Beaches boy, welcome. Canadian Nikki, welcome. Q-Man, welcome. Oh, that was my nephew's nickname. Jay Marvelous, welcome. All right, can I have a gratitude for my Capricorns for the month of February? Welcome, Evan. Just one way to show up with a little more gratitude, something to help them into February. Don't take your health for granted. Don't take your body for granted. P. Cower, Latoya, Andrew, and Nisha, welcome. Don't take your health for granted. Don't take your body for granted. Do something today that communicates to your body that you desire to care for it. Tomorrow is not promised. That's by Jada Pinkett Smith, is that quote. Welcome, Nisha and George's and Andrew. Eat at least one full meal today without any technology present. Focus on nourishing your body and the sensations that come up. Yeah, take time, show your body, and start thanking yourself from your hands to your feet. Every part of your body that works for you. Start thanking every little organ, every little space, every cell. Speak to your water. Speak greatness into your water. Thank you for the love. Let this heal my cells. With every drop that I drink, let it expand into my body and fill me with beautiful healing energy. I promise you, it'll make you feel better, more energized. Welcome, Brittany and Jer. I forget your name, but welcome. I see your picture. Michael, maybe? The Master of None. Welcome. Grant Woods. Welcome. All right. Can I have one self-care for my Capricorns Caperbert, welcome. DBS, welcome. Welcome, Corey. Good morning. All right, for my Capricorn. Oh, yeah, you're a Capricorn. This is for you, my friend. Lucas and Howard, welcome. Also, the first thing you got, this is a good one for you to take notice of you here. Welcome, Candace. Is don't take your health for granted. Don't take your body for granted. Do something today that communicates to your body that you desire to care for it. Tomorrow is not promised. Eat at least one full meal today without any technology present. Focus on nourishing your body and the sensations that came up. I read that just for you, Corey, if you're still here. Just because you popped in and I thought, just missed it. But we shall not cease from exploration, and the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started, to know the place for the first time. And that's T.S. Eliot. Reflect on all the homes you've ever had, good or bad, cherished or abandoned. They are the hands that have held you as you've made your way. And again, that goes into noticing your body, getting curious, understanding the good, the bad, the ugly, trusting, just being thankful for every part of your body, your fingers, your toes, your nose, your eyes, every single bit of it. The more things we find to be grateful for, the more space we create, the more we allow the universe to show us more and more things to be grateful for. But if we're not grateful for the small things, we definitely aren't going to be able to make room for the big things. And that's kind of the idea here. If we want to do things right, we got to focus on all the things. Start with the small, be thankful, don't hold on to the negatives, let it go so we can make room, and push through. Also, angel number 2, that's balance. That's duality, finding that balance. Really, really important. Welcome. I don't know your name, but hearty face emoji. Welcome, Cynthia. Don't feel inadequate. Forget how to quit. Push on no matter how things look. When you start being thankful for all of the things, the good, the bad, the ugly, you start to understand at the end of the day, if we're thankful and we don't hold on to all the negativity, we really make space for the good things to come. Fardow, welcome. Fardowza? Oh, Lord, I'm going to butcher it. Respectfully, I don't mean to. Where's the other? I'm not allowed to set things down today. I keep losing it. There it is. I set things down, then I move them aside. That is what, like, my worst habit. I drive my own self crazy. All right. Can I have one starseed oracle for my Cappies for the month of February? Your life is a canvas. Choose to live how you want. Choose to understand you can paint it with all kinds of crazy, angry stuff, or you can start painting this beautiful canvas. But each stroke you put on that paper is going to be where your life leads. Welcome, Wendy and Maxine and user 4362. Your life is a canvas. I will read this one because it's really important. And when we start being grateful and all those things, we actually create a space where, oh, that's right at the end, I remember. Yeah, it's the very last one. Also pay angel number 134. We'll have a really good message aligned with this if you're willing to do your homework. Welcome, Goldie. Your life is a canvas. You're the artist of your life, and your life is a canvas. Take responsibility for your ability to create. Earth is known as a planet of manifestation. Your present moment is based on your past thoughts and beliefs. Your current thoughts determine your future. What kind of life do you want to create for the future? What are you being called to create? Reconnect with your manifesting power and align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the vibration that matches them. It's never too late to start, and no experience is required. All you need is an open heart and mind and consistent daily action. If you're not sure what you'd like to create, start instead with a feeling of deep gratitude for all that's good in your life right now. State out loud what you're most thankful for. Look for the good in your life, and one thing will be certain. You'll find yourself attracting more and more good experiences into your world. This card is inviting you to see your entire life as a canvas, and the picture is completely up to you. Color it with your thoughts and feelings. Create the life that you most long to live. You may also be called to be more creative in your everyday life. What have you been called to create? How can you express yourself more creatively? What are you being called to create in your life? Understand that your life is a canvas. And when you can choose to fill it with negativity and just manifest more of it based on things that you've been through, or you can sort through it. Good morning, Neha. I hope you had a fantastic birthday. I replied to you too. I think I replied actually on your day. It was the 24th. Welcome, Get Real. I think it was the 24th. I looked for an email, but I didn't get one yet. If you send me the email, I will do myself. How are you? I will send you a birthday gift. Ring at GOA. How are you, Gabrielle? Where's my other one? All right. Can I have a work your light for my Capricorns? I'll have to try to be quick on this one because I spent a lot of extra time on the last one talking to my lovely haters. Good and you, beautiful lady. I'm fabulous. Living the dream. I get to do what I love and do it every single day and make space for me while I build my business. That's pretty amazing. Yes, you did. I'm so grateful. Being Capricorn, we wait for our Saturn reward. Oh, you're a Capricorn? Why did I think you're... I think I remember you telling me. I thought you were a Scorpio. I don't know why that is. Oh, it makes sense. Your birthday, the 24th. Sometimes my brain does not catch up. I would love to know the guidance. Sometimes my brain, I don't even know. I don't know how I figure out my whole day sometimes. Welcome, Corey. All right, so you got soul family, and this is a good one because this is what's happening. Oh, look, I flipped right to it. That just tells you all on your own. You're starting to see your people, right? You're starting to understand. Also, angel number 80, but we can already gather 8 is karma, manifestation, abundance. And abundance could be abundance of great or abundance of problems, depending on what you sort through. But what I got from the learning how to take that space, you're learning how to take that space and be thankful. So if you're learning to be more and more thankful and show up in that space of thanks, guess what you're going to be, the abundance is going to be. It's going to be creating more and more things to be thankful for. And if you become a co-creator and you start doing those things to improve and show up, then very quickly you start seeing instead of worrying and fearing all these things, you're speaking your greatness. And in turn, you're seeing that play back to you. And that's when you start understanding that you really, truly do co-create your universe, right? You can choose your heart. Would you rather get up and say, man, I'm kind of having a shitty day today, but that's okay. I'm going to focus on the positives. What am I learning from this? How is this making me feel? How can I change that into a positive? How can I say, maybe I don't feel great because the day didn't start good, but I refuse to let it end that way. It's going to be fantastic, right? You're still learning how to switch that process. And that's when you understand that you're your most authentic self. And that's when your soul family starts to show up. This is a good one. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone, right? Just like you, Neha, you come here, right? Those are my people. Y'all are my people. When you show up and you're actually looking and you're trying to find better ways to better yourself, we don't have to always agree on every single thing. You have to understand that we all have something to teach each other. Those are your tribe. Those are your people that want to boost you, celebrate your wins, cheer you on, birthdays, even the smallest things, right? Those are the people that you want in your life. And when you start being your most authentic self and you start being thankful for all the lessons, the good, the bad, the ugly, you start calling in your people. The universe says, oh yeah, here you go. You're not going to do it alone anymore because you're understanding discernment. You're not overgiving. You're not putting yourself down. You're just doing all of the right things. And the people that can teach you are going to show up to help you. The people that can learn from you in one aspect are going to show up. But I promise those same ones that are learning from you have a lot to teach you also. So when you understand that, you really find that balance. Loving yourself. Welcome. It's time to call in your soul family and support team, people who get you at soul level, people who are the same kind of weird as you, people who are your chosen family. They're coming and they're looking for you. If you haven't found them yet, this is a big sign that they are close by. But in order for them to find you and recognize you when they do, it is important that you stop dimming your light and truly let yourself be seen. Uh, right. That's what you need. Your soul people, your soul tribe. You're doing it. I come here often. Yes. But you teach me just as much to be kind and happy and graceful, right? We all learn from each other. And every single encounter, when we understand what they are, that's when you start to understand they're your people, right? We want those people that are going to just say happy birthday and going to take that little extra. And if we forget or we have something we understand, they probably have something going on. We don't take it personally, but we do our very best to understand that we choose how we see life. And when you start being your own self, your best self, no, not your best self, we all want to be our best self, but your most authentic self. Because guess what? We all have bads and we all have uglies too, right? Like that is life. That is the spectrum of life. And life does life. And it's not always going to be easy. But when you're just being your own self, just who you are, your people can find you a lot easier, right? All right. If you've already found them, then you're being called to let them support you and perhaps assemble a wider support team. Your support team can consist of all types of people, such as a therapist, coach, mentor, or healer. Tune into what kind of support you need now. Call in your support team, right? When you tell the universe, thank you for all these lessons that you've taught me. Thank you for everything that I'm learning. And say it, even if they're not here yet. Thank you for sending me my people. Thank you for sending me people that understand that we all have struggles and they're not going to punish me for it and they're going to love me through it. Thank you. It's such a really, really good way to do it. Welcome, had enough. Which one did I do? Oh, I needed my moonology. We have to do the moonology because these cycles, the cycles of the moon really the reason I do the zodiacs like I do is because each month, there's different aspects of the planets, which is how it hits us. Usually emotionally, especially emotionally, is how it hits us, right? At different parts of the signs and our zodiacs. So then it's easier to focus on these things just a little bit more because that's where the planetary alignments allow. So it creates that soft spot, that kind of portal where you can work on those, and it's a little easier, a little less painful, and you have the ability to understand just a little bit better. Welcome, user 8038. You got two of them. A personal issue reaches resolution, and then it's time to take action, right? So you're understanding that when you start being grateful and you start doing all of the things and you start taking that time for yourself, get away from technology for one meal, just eat a meal without your phone, without anything around, and just listen. You understand what you got to do, and then you can take action. You can actually go do what you got to do because you've understood that it's going to come to everything that happens is going to come to a conclusion because I'm understanding how to process all of the things, put it where it's got to go and sort through it. And of course, because I'm being my most authentic self, I'm going to call in my soul tribe. Welcome, Paul. And then where's my other one? Oh, and it's telling you to push. I keep forgetting that one back there. It's because I set it over there so I can't see the card. It's understanding that when you take that time to process, you allow yourself the space to push, right? You trust yourself when you're pushing, but you're not beating yourself up. You're pushing just enough to allow yourself to get over the mountain. But along the way, when you're doing it, you're understanding that if I speak my greatness, if I understand that every home, every space, and yes, your home, right? Because in this lifetime, this is your castle, your home, and then there's your home, obviously, but in each lifetime, you didn't come back as this person, right? Each lifetime that you lived, you came back as something else. You could have been a tree in another lifetime, right? Like you don't know. Sometimes you know, right? Sometimes you have memories and things, and it depends on how Well, good you are at paying attention to your stuff and learning how to discern. Um, and there's so many things that you can actually do when you take that time. But you're learning to understand that um, to thank all of the things, right? When we thank everything along the way, the trees, the leaves, the sun, the wind, our bodies, the homes, the walls in our house, when we take the time and we thank all those things, we're just being thankful, thankful, thankful. And the universe will every single time give you more and more to be thankful for. Lucio, welcome. You're learning how to understand all these, and you're understanding that when you take that time for yourself, uh, you know how to come back to that spot, right? You know that no matter what, the good, the bad, the ugly, you know how to find your space, you know how to find that tool that's going to work for you. And in turn, that your quirks, those things that you try to hide, those things that, people are like, oh, I don't like that about you, or you don't like that about yourself when other people love it, right? You're starting to understand when I just be my own self, the people that I need are going to be sent to me. They can't find me. How many people walk by you or completely could have been your best friend, but because they weren't being themselves or you were too afraid to be yourself, you missed out on a lot of people. Now, trust me, don't misunderstand, because the universe will always send them back around as you're ascending and as you're learning how to make sure you're going to treat them at their very best, right? Welcome, Laura. Good morning. Oh, I guess it's afternoon now. All right. Can I have one of these for my Capricorns? You got some good. Oh, the heart chakra. I knew it was going to come out. I knew. I could almost see it. It's the heart chakra, right? There's a difference. If you don't open up your heart and you close your heart off, you're going to miss out on so much. So much. Your heart is what allows you to receive. It allows you to give, but it's a different space in the heart. It's a different way to do it. We give from the heart. If we're not learning how to receive in the same instance, we end up doing without. I have not done February Pisces. I don't know who it will be. I only got 2 done today. This is the second one. I can probably do Pisces tomorrow morning. I just have to be careful on the time limits. I only allow myself to do 2 a day now, maximum. And the reason is because I don't want to mix energies. I like to be able to clear the energies, and I like having enough time. So if I can answer questions when people come in, especially on TikTok, because it doesn't let you do the replays. Like, so if you miss it, you miss it. But if you go to YouTube, I always post it because I'm doing it on both at the same time. But if you come back tomorrow, I will make it a point to do February just for you. Or not February, to do Pisces just for you. And it will be in the morning. I have a workshop at I don't want to lie to you. Sorry. I have a workshop at 10 a.m., 10 to 11. So it'll be about 11:30 tomorrow. I'll do Pisces for you if you're okay with that. All right. So we got the heart chakra which is also angel number 5 on there, which if you know anything about angel numbers, we all know 5 is transformation. No matter where you are at your transformation, if you keep your heart closed, you're never going to be open to any of the things. And especially when you're finding that balance and you're getting centered, if you have a closed heart, you cannot possibly be being your authentic self, because we were all built to love. We all came with love intrinsically in our DNA. It just is, right? So when we learn how to get back to that, we really start learning a different space of being and a different way to give and receive. Welcome, Hayden and Samuel and Moonlight. All right, so this is unfurling back to love, right? This is how you call in your soul tribe. This is how you learn how to push through. This is how you find the strength that you never even begun to understand that you had. And most times you don't even understand that you have until you're already over the hurdle, until you're already over the other side, right? So just understand that this is the biggest thing that you could ever possibly do. And when we start aligning with our heart chakra, we learn to love ourselves. But you got, like, the first and foremost, forget what you give out to the world. You have to show it back to yourself first. because then you can give and receive. And when you give, you're giving from overflow because you filled your own cup. And you're learning how to do that. We can't always push through. And yes, it does say push through, but we can't push through on empty. We have to fill our own cup. And yes, sometimes that means taking a moment. It means just waiting patiently until you fill your own cup and then you step forward. All right, this chakra card represents love in its many forms. It reminds you that everything in life can unfold into love or fear. When unfurled back enough, the foundation of all you seek lies in the universal desire and right to feel love and be loved. Love heals. God is love. This is the force that will change the world. Count everything in your life that you are grateful for. Think of all those you love and how that wonderful feeling radiates from your heart. Consider those you can forgive and extend that feeling out to them. Remember, we all just want to be loved and accepted, but insecurities and triggers can cause behaviors that move us away from this place. Have compassion. Know that others may be in their suffering. Expand your awareness and heart centered radiance for all beings on the planet. Encapsulate Earth in loving compassion. Compassion. Bask in the blissful feeling of the planet in all of its perfect balance, loving you back. Relationships and relating. Connection to yourself and others. The language of love. And then the healing position. Oh my Lord, position. I can't speak English today. Sorry, guys. Is over the heart. And of course, you know how they say color theory and all those things? It really is a good thing. If you're trying to work on your heart chakra, soft emerald green, right? Even pink is great. I know they always say pink, like rose quartz and things like that, right? Are really good for the heart chakra. But also adventuring. Oh, there's so many. These crystals and stuff help. Also, we have like our little jade stones like that. These things can also help just center you, right? They can take those negative energies and understand how to bring it back and center yourself. Welcome, Hartman and Young and Jacob. Welcome. All right, where's my other one? Oh, we want an angel number and an affirmation. At least I'm getting through Capricorn. I have to be careful because sometimes I get going too long. It was a long one, the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, as I pull it out, which says good luck. But you know what 1, 2, 3, 4 means? It's divine timing. Spirit guides, progress, justice, structure, systems, processes, discipline, rules. You are on the right track. Spiritual guides are supporting and encouraging you to give your best effort. Success is within your reach. Stay observant of your surroundings and communicate clearly. Trust that everything will fall into place as it should. When you start trusting yourself and you start understanding and paying attention to your body and feeling it in your body, you allow yourself, because there's times where you're not even sure if it's actually you, right? If you're being your own authentic self. Especially when you're first learning, like how do you discern what is the thing? 101 on the clock, right? That's new beginnings, infinite new beginnings on either end. Welcome, Goody and Stacy Lee. Learning to discern that creates a really big space, but sometimes you don't know how to do that, and you don't know how to open your heart chakra, and you don't know how to do this, and you don't know how to do that. And the biggest thing that I could possibly say is always give thanks, even when you don't know. Thank you for showing me how to understand this. Thank you for helping me to understand. Thank you for allowing me to feel how this feels in my body. What is my shoulders aching? What does it feel like when you open your heart? How does it make you feel? Do you get goosebumps? Does it make you feel like a hug? What is it in your body, right, that allows you to discern when something feels good or bad? And sometimes, yes, we got to start just that basic, just that small, because sometimes you're thinking somebody else's projection. You're not sure how you're supposed to feel and what someone else tells you how to feel, and it doesn't feel right. If something feels off, then it's not right. If it feels off to you, then it's not right for you. And when you learn how to discern that, it opens you up to a whole lot of things. It's easier to open your heart because you still have discernment and you understand how to decide which is good, which is bad, what doesn't feel right, what doesn't feel aligned. It's a really big difference. Welcome, Anita and Alba. Oh, Lord. Alba. B Queen, welcome. All right. That was the bottom of the deck. So let's see what we actually pull up for the Capricorns. But 1, 2, 3, 4 is a really great number. You gotta be kidding me. I shuffled a few times and it came out again. So I had this weird feeling just the way it flipped out, just because I'm actually surprised because I shuffled a whole bunch of times, but it came out again. So that's divine timing. And that's actually kind of mind blowing the way it still insisted on coming out. When we understand and we can trust ourselves and we can check in and we can check in with our body, how do we feel today? How does this emotion feel in my body? Am I feeling angry? How does that make my stomach turn? How does that, this person kind of makes my stomach feel upset? Is it something that they're doing? Is it one of my own triggers? Learning how to check in with yourself and understand, and get curious about those feelings in your body allows you that space to move forward because you have discernment, because you trust that feeling, right? If there's something feels yucky in your stomach, in your back, if your back tenses up and you start to feel that's your body feeling unsafe. Okay. And it doesn't mean that that person, place, or thing is unsafe. What it means is it could possibly be a trigger from something that happened in your past, and your body automatically reacts like that because you've been stuck in this thought process in the back of your brain because of things that have happened before. Or it could be that person's good, bad, or ugly. But until you know enough to discern that and trust yourself, your body's telling you this doesn't feel great. So when you learn to trust that, you can check in. How am I feeling? How does this feel in my body? How does this feel in my body? That's you learning how to trust yourself, right? Welcome, user 1787, Lil Wise. Lil Wise, yeah, welcome. So that's what we're trying to figure out. And you guys are doing really, really good with that. And I really want you to understand that if you're ever unsure, trust your body. Your body's always going to tell you. And when you start learning to listen to your body, you create space and trust and empowerment. And that's where discernment really, truly begins, right at its core, right? Godchild, welcome. All right. Can I just have a couple affirmations for my Capricorns? You guys feel like you're just uncomplicating things. You're learning when to push. You're learning when to sit still. You're learning when to just open up your heart chakra. You're learning when it's time to give. You're learning when it's time to receive. I'm going to do two more shuffles. Okay, we're not. I know I like the affirmations, but we're not giving the whole deck. Give me two more. One, two. You wanted to come out. Okay. So these affirmations are a big thing, and I talk about them all the time. I drive myself crazy, probably drive other people crazy too, but affirmations are the one thing that you can immediately become self-aware to that negative thought process, whatever's happening in your head. But then you get to double time it, and you get to, instead of just catching that negative thought, instead of like, well, what else would I think instead, right? What else would I think? I'm giving you these small little things that will stick in your brain that is a positive affirmation. So instead of just becoming self-aware, now you're self-aware and you're doing the action of something good. You're speaking your greatness. You're speaking great things into the world. So now you're not spewing negativity or worried or manifesting more worry or fear. You're speaking, you're catching the negativity, and then you're spewing the greatness, right? You're overflowing greatness into the world. You're speaking people's greatness. You're speaking your own greatness. And that's when you start calling in your soul tribe, because you're trusting yourself. You have discernment, and then you feel safe enough to open up your heart, right? Welcome, Nana and Sammy. Welcome. All right. So these are the affirmations I got. My high vibe thoughts create health in my body, peace in my mind, and love in my heart. You see how easy it is? And you're going to know when you feel peace. Sorry, this camera sucks. I'm going to have to get another iPad or something. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. We wing it for now, but we get there. And when you say that, right, you're actually speaking that one. health in my body, peace in my mind, and love in my heart. So when you're speaking that, you don't think that it's going to actually allow you to feel each thing that you just spoke, physically feel it? I promise you're gonna. And then you are able to discern, right? It's the most important thing. Start speaking these things. You're telling the universe exactly what you want to learn how to do, what you want to understand. And it's going to say, okay, we're going to help you. It'll put you in situations where you can understand, not harmful ones that you can just feel the difference immediately. And you're like, oh, yeah. And especially the more you become self-aware, the more you allow that space. Welcome, Kimberly. All right, so then we have attacking others is an attack on myself. I choose to release this now, right? When we go trying to control somebody else, be negative, throw stones at people. Hi, raccoon, how are you? When we start judging, it doesn't even have to be an actual attack. It's not like I'm going to cuss you out or throw names at you or whatever. An attack could also look like, man, they got it better than me. Why are they doing so much better than me? I can't stand that they have that car and I only have this car. We're comparing with others. That's an attack on them. Even though you don't understand that sometimes, first of all, comparison is the thief of joy. So when you learn to understand that, we don't want to do that. But when you start looking and comparing and competing, that's this resentment in the back of your mind. Even if it's subconscious, it's not meant to be in the forefront. It's a jealousy and it's a comparison. And when you do that, you're throwing negativity at that person who's done nothing to you, literally nothing to you, probably living their own life, minding their own business, doing their own thing. And when you send that energy to them, that it's going to reflect back to you. It may not be from that person, but it will be reflected back to you by strangers, by how people treat you, by people handle you, because the universe wants you to learn that even if you have that just at like 1 or 2%, and we all have those moments of envy. Oh man, I would love to go on that vacation. Oh man, I would love this, right? Learning to understand that it's okay to be like, wow, that's amazing. I'd really love to do that. And understand just how good that is, and not be like, oh, they're so lucky. Why are they so much better? But you have that negative connotation, right? I'm so glad you got to go on that vacation. That inspires me to maybe save up for that for me next time, right? It's just the flipping it. You're not comparing. You're understanding that if somebody else can do it, I absolutely have the possibility if I choose to do so, right? Welcome, MDG and Janak. Welcome. And then when I lead from a place of love, people respect me. If you're stepping out from a place of love, first of all, for yourself first, anything else follows afterwards. It's always yourself first. When you step out from that space, you give yourself space, right? And you understand because you can feel it. You're safe. You feel safe to open your heart. You feel safe to check in and say, how do I feel? By the way, angel number 5, that's transformation. That alone, just understanding to trust that alone is where transformation truly begins, right? These affirmations are the ones you're going to speak out because you're learning to trust yourself and your body. You're learning how to take those little bit of time. One meal. Just eat one meal each day this month. For 1 month. Just try for 1 month for February. Eat one meal a day with no phone, no computer on, no technology whatsoever. Turn it off and check in. How does it feel when you're eating? What is your sensation? Are you tasting the food more? Are you being more thankful for it because you're paying attention to it? Are you eating less because you're not just cramming it in, trying to go? Then you realize you're so full you don't feel good? 111 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. Welcome, Chicago Jackson and 365 Thrill Chaser. I like that name. Welcome, Taylor. So taking those moments to check in. And also when you do that, that's how you learn to see how things feel in your body, right? That's how you understand that discernment. How does this make me feel? Do I overeat when I'm nervous? Can I not eat when I'm anxious? There's so many different things, and you start to learn your triggers. You start to learn the things that protect you. And sometimes they're just things that protected you because you were a kid and it was something that was mental and you didn't understand it right away. You didn't know how to sort through it. But now that you're an adult and you understand it, maybe that same trigger or that same feeling in your body isn't something that you quite need now, right? So it's a wild thing to understand, but as you start to check in, which you're doing it, you're learning that for you to call in your soul tribe, which I think I put that one away. Oh, no, I did. Your soul family right here. This is your soul family. And for you to call them in, you got to be yourself. Oh, this camera's horrible. Sorry, guys. You got to be yourself. Your soul tribe are going to walk right on by you because they're not going to understand who the hell you are. And you're going to be afraid to call in your soul tribe because you don't know who you are, or you don't know how to discern. Do they want the best for me? Are they here to ruin my life? Are they trying to do nice things? When you start understanding that, it allows you to open your heart because you know how to check in with your body. You know how to trust yourself. So of course, it's a lot easier to be your most authentic self. And when you're most authentic self, you understand that your people are going to come in because they see you're weird. They see your quirks and they love that about you. And those people are the ones that want to celebrate your wins, help lift you up when you fall, and give advice, but understand that you don't have to take it. They're not going to punish you for learning the hard way. They're going to be there to help you even after you've learned the hard way. Those are your people. And if you can't be yourself and you're afraid to be that person, how are they going to know? Right? Had enough. Welcome, Sashi. Welcome. Okay, give me one more. 2 more affirmations. We got I am light. This is one of my favorites. I always have hope. No matter the ordeal, I have faith in a better future. I turn darkness into light. I open my heart to others and to God and am spiritually strong. I draw light to me and shine with all my being. A flower doesn't be like, oh, I hope they find me pretty today. I hope they like the color of my petals. A flower just blooms in all its glory and you get what you get. And when you start understanding that way, not everybody is going to love you. You're not everybody's cup of tea, but you love you and you know that you're the best you every single day. Doesn't mean you're perfect. It means that you wake up every day and say, I'm going to live this day the best day I possibly can. I'm going to find a way to be happy even in the struggle. I'm going to understand that the struggle is where I learn at my best. It's where the most growth happens. So if I learn to find the lesson in the struggle, I'm always winning. Nana, welcome. And Storm, welcome. And then we have here and now. This one is the most important. Oh, yeah. And the angel number is 1, 2, 3, 4. Divine timing. And it was at the bottom of the deck. And then I shuffled like a whole bunch of times. And it still came out on the shuffle. And that's really important because I don't usually check the bottom of the deck when I pull it out like that. For whatever reason, I did. And that was what was there. And I'm like, oh, okay, but it was the bottom of the deck. So I'll shuffle and see. And I shuffled a whole bunch of times and it still came out 1, 2, 3, 4. That means it was meant. Divine timing is divine timing and you cannot change it. Things happen how they happen. I looked at the bottom of the deck. Why did I do that? It was random. I don't know why, but doesn't matter. It was meant to let us understand that things happen when they happen. We can't control it. We can't understand. And those people, those places, those things that are meant to be for us, they're going to come in their own time. But they will miss us every single time if we're not shining our own light, if we're not being ourselves, our best self. We don't have to be perfect, but our best self. We're loving our quirks. Those weird things that we do, those things that may be annoying to someone, doesn't mean they're annoying to everybody. And those people that absolutely love that about you have now the ability to find you because you're just who you are, right? Doesn't mean we're not always growing, but our core person, our values, who we are intrinsically, doesn't change. Our ideas, our ability to learn, our ability to understand, yes, that changes. But our core never does because inherently that's who we are at a soul level, right? All right, so the here and now. And this is the difference between the push and the sit still, right? Did you understand how there was that duality? You're finding the balance. But no matter where you are, we can't be upset about the past, and we can't worry about the future. It's here now in the present. And that's what this one is right here. The future does not exist, and the past is gone. I focus on the present moment. I have confidence in life again because here, now, there's no danger. Everything happens when my soul is ready. Again, divine timing. We can't control what's going to happen, and we can't control what's already happened. What we can do is learn from what's already happened and understand that no matter what comes in the future, we have the tools, because in the here and now, we focus on that. And whatever comes at us, we take it. Good for good, bad for bad. Lesson, learn. How's this, right? And in all of that, you still shine yourself, your own brightest self, because you learned how to open your heart. You learn how to trust how it feels. You learn the good, the bad, the ugly just is. And it's all a part of us. We cannot have the good without the bad and the ugly. Every single human being. So even if you choose to only see the good in every human being, do not think for 1 second that every single human being doesn't have the capacity to do the bad and the ugly. That doesn't mean that they're going to, but it means they have the capacity. And when we learn to understand that, you can discern if someone's coming in trying to be ugly, trying to be mean, trying to be cruel, or if they're coming in and they're being genuine and they're trying to take part, listen, learn, get to know you. There's a whole different way in how people behave. When you learn to understand that difference and that discernment, the only way you're going to do that is by taking those moments and understanding to get quiet. Eat a meal, see how it feels with no technology, without other things to distract you. Learning how to focus without the distraction creates a space where you can really listen and learn. And that's where you're at. And this is a big, big deal. That heart chakra is huge. Because when you open your heart, you start to understand. I know I put the card away, but let's see if it's still out, because I don't want to dig for it. But I will if I have to. Let's see. Yeah, this was the one that we pulled. Your life is a canvas. Okay, when you open your heart, you start to trust. Oh, Lord, this camera. Bad. Sorry, guys. When you learn how to open your heart and trust, you understand that your life is a canvas, and you can either paint really crappy, angry strokes and just be mad and just have your beautiful portrait here look horrible and angry and frustrated and confused, or you can paint it and every stroke is going to be a masterpiece, because you believe in yourself and you have opened your heart and you trust yourself. When you understand that your life is however you choose, whatever you decide to pause and reflect on, whatever you put energy into, it's going to grow, right? So why not put energy into your greatness? I'm really, really understanding that when you open your heart, you know when to push, you know when to sit still, you know when to trust, you know when to give, you know when to receive. You have everything that you need, and every single nudge, every little bit of guidance is coming to you from spirit. But if you can't sit down and take a minute and listen and pause and check in with yourself, how are you going to hear it? You're never going to hear it. How are you going to hear the messages that say, hey, your spirit team's coming? Look for them. They have this. They're going to be doing this. They're going to say this one little word or this one little sentence. And yes, you will hear things like that when it's time and when you listen, right? And you're going to learn to reflect on all the homes you had, the good, the bad, the ugly. Reflect on it and say thank you, because they held you. They shaped you. The homes, the people you ran into, every single encounter has shaped you for in one way or another. 1:21 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. Welcome, Dennis. So understanding we're staying present in the here and now so we can be the light of our best selves, and in turn call in our soul tribe when we open our heart. That's what my Capricorns are doing. You found the balance. You're understanding the only way to call in your soul tribe. Your people that like your weird, your quirks, that celebrate you in all of your glory. That's your soul tribe. They can't come if you don't open your heart. But you're doing it, and you're learning how to discern what feels good, what feels bad, so you can trust those people that come in. Because once you learn how to trust those people come in, you know how to be yourself. You trust yourself no matter what. And you trust God, because God's not going to send you to fail. The universe doesn't send you um, experiences, good or bad, to let you fail. And unfortunately, free will is a bitch, right? And you have to understand, because you chose the good one, chose to do the good, doesn't mean everybody did, right? So when people do bad things to you, sometimes, the thing about free will is uh, they have to step back, and you have the opportunity to make that decision. And if somebody else makes the bad decision, when we go through those hard things, the reason the universe allows us to go through those things, because they know that there's still something we could learn in that situation that's going to strengthen us. And when we overcome it, because we will, because they're not ever going to give us something that we don't have the strength to get through. And you'll know that, because I don't know how many times you damn near hit the ground, but something came in and saved you every single time. Something showed up, you didn't quite hit the ground. You might have tapped it for just a second, or scraped your toes on the ground, but I promise you, in comes that net to pick you up and move you somewhere else, to another place. That's God saying, I see you, and I know you're trying, and know you didn't deserve that. But what did you learn from that, right? Learning how to process that, the only way is opening that heart. And when you process that, the first thing you do is check with yourself and trust yourself. And that's how you know your people. And they're coming. They're coming. You may have already started finding them. And you'll know it. You'll feel it. There are people out there that are just waiting to support you, but they can't even find you if you're not yourself. If you don't have those quirks and all that weird stuff, the cheese ball things that you do. I'm hopeless and directionless, but you're not directionless, and you're never hopeless, because you have strong faith. Do you understand? You show up every day. You have faith, and you know that the answers are coming, even if you don't know all the answers. Your people are here. They're coming. This is the hardest. And the reason it's the hardest is because you don't know how to trust what you feel. So to trust what you feel, the only way to do that is start checking in. Literally, have one meal a day. Take that time. No phone, no music, no nothing. Feel how it feels in your body, right? Check in when people come around. Immediately, I don't care if you're just, even when you're watching, say TikTok, you're scrolling through. When you land on a page, don't say nothing. Don't think nothing. What is the first initial emotion you're feeling? Do you feel sick? Do you feel excited? Does it make you want to laugh? Like, what is the immediate thing that your body gives off? And your body will tell you. That's where you start practicing. And it's going to take time. But opening that heart is going to happen when you start trusting yourself and how your body is telling you. Because your body is that's your guidance system. That's your compass, right? Your body is naturally going to tell you, avoid that, lean towards, lean away. And sometimes it's just that simple. Someone speaks to you and immediately you lean forward, it's because something says it's okay to lean forward and be interested. Other people will speak to you and you're like, gotta go, right? That's your body immediately telling you that doesn't feel good. Doesn't mean that they're unsafe. It means that initially there's either a program in your brain that makes you feel uncomfortable, or they're unsafe. So you learn as you go, and you're learning how to trust that and understand that. And to open up your heart, you have to know how your body feels, what is going to tell you in each thing. That's you learning how to discern, and you're doing it. And in turn, look who's coming. Here comes the soul family, the people that are going to support you, even good, bad, and ugly. They're going to support you in your lowest, but they're going to boost you to all the way up to the heavens, because they want to support you. But if you're not showing your quirks and not being your best self, you're going to miss it. They'll always come back. It's just delaying the timeline, right? But they'll always come back. So never worry. And if you feel like you missed something, what you have to understand is sometimes what was missed is a blessing, right? Everything comes in just the right time. Divine timing is the biggest thing on here, and it came out twice. Well, it was on the bottom and it came out. Everything happens in its own time. And when you learn to trust that, you can trust your gut a little more. right? And if you miss something, you feel like you missed something, maybe you were meant to miss it because there was a small lesson that you needed to learn. Not a bad lesson. It could be something, maybe you needed to build more confidence. Maybe you needed to trust in that something else about you um, that was going to give you that little bit of leg up, that was going to give you something better than all of the others, something that was going to set you apart. But if you didn't do that, you would have got blended in and missed with the rest of them, right? So understanding that and trusting that divine timing is one of the greatest gifts we could ever have. Okay, I got to get off here. I got to go get my daughter. I love you guys. I'll be on tomorrow. And as promised, I forget her name. Sharita. Oh, Lord, help me. I'm brutal with names. I promised to start with Pisces tomorrow. So that's what we'll do tomorrow. And then it'll be Pisces and maybe one more, depending on time. But I love you guys. I hope you have a great day. And Neha, I hope you had a fabulous birthday. And remember, just say thank you all you can. Start trusting yourself and take time. Just take a little bit of time and speak your greatness and tell the universe, I'm going to help me understand the difference, how I feel when things are good, how they're bad, and literally say it because the universe will be like, okay, here's an idea. Here's an idea. I'm just grateful to have met you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And you know what? That's good because all it takes sometimes is understanding that somebody genuinely cares, right? I went a long time and I didn't have that anywhere. And that's, it's scary. And that's something seeing women makes me the most. Well, seeing women, yeah, boost each other up because when we understand that we have the ability to support each other, and we do, we turn all these other stereotypes and all that stuff right on their head, right? We show them what power we have, and that divine feminine in us, and male or female, by the way, we both have it. That divine feminine in us is where that intuition kicks, where that connection to spirit team, and when that portal right directly to the heart starts, right? So that divine feminine is where everything comes down to. And if I remember, yeah, push is that number 2, angel number 2, and that's your duality, right? All right, I got to get out of here. I will have my wish fulfillment. It's coming. I'm doing my wish fulfillment right now. This is what I love to do. I have my business, my website, all that good stuff. You can check it out at creativelyguided.ca. Sorry, this puzzle piece. But I promise you, I'm doing all of the things that I love. And it's just beginning. It's only going to get better because my ideas, my creativity is just boundless. And the more I tap into it, the more it comes. It just pours out in droves. And when you do that, you're going to start seeing too. When you follow your joy, just more and more and more of it starts coming back to you. All right, I got to go. I love you guys. I hope you have a really good day. And happy late birthday, Neha. All right, I gotta go. I love you guys. Oh, why is it beeping at me? Oh. Okay, I said I gotta go, y'all. Okay. Have a good day, guys.